The music stopped because my headset died. Sorry about that. Um, and by died, I mean it sometimes just turns off. Um, but we're on a break. I have stories from my Pomo if you want to hear them. Um, so I ran some errands. I had to go to the bank, basically. Hey. And I didn't want to say that specifically before I left because I didn't want to advertise that I was leaving stream essentially unattended for like 20 minutes to a half an hour. Um, so I just like left it vague. Uh, I had my like phone to moderate if I needed to, but yeah, basically I left the house. And I had to go see my mom for something, and then I had to go to the bank. Yeah. And honestly, it's like a rainy day outside. It's a Thursday, but I swear, like, there's something where like everybody's having an off day, I think. Um, so I get to my mom's, and the good thing about seeing my mom is not that I love seeing my mom. I'm so excited to see her. That's great. But the real exciting thing is that they have a cat. So I got to hang out with their cat for like 5 seconds because I was like in and out because I'm streaming. And so then I went to the bank and then I have my interaction and I walk in and there's a lady using one of those, it's not a vacuum, and it's not a broom. It's sort of like a mix between the two, like an analog vacuum where you like do this and it goes like shoop, 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 and it's like a container. I feel like I'm not describing this right, but I feel like you know what I mean. Um, anyway, um, so she's doing that, and I'm like, that's kind of a weird thing to be doing, but I guess somebody has to do it, and it's fall here, so that happens. Um, and I like, and then she's like, oh, where'd you get your boots? Yeah, thank you. She's like, where'd you get your boots? And I like named this store that I got them from, and I don't know how local the store is, so I don't want to say where it's from, but basically she was like, is it LL Bean? Which is a very like well-known brand that makes boots, and my boots are in that similar style. And I was like, yeah, I've had my boots for like 6 years, like a long time. So I was like, I don't know. And then I checked the back. It said the name of the store that I got them from. I was like, and then she was like, sad, and I didn't know what to do with that because like that store closed basically. Um, and so I was like, ah, and so then I yeah, I'm like I don't know what to do. And then I forgot. So then I go out to my car. Guess what's not in my purse? My car keys. My car keys are not in my purse. And then I checked my door. I'm like, did I lock the door? Because if I locked it, that means that I had them when I went into the bank. So then I had to go back, which is so like awkward. Like and the teller is somebody I went to high school with. The teller is a girl that I went to high school with but was not friends with. So and she sees me every time I go in there. She's always the teller that helps me, and we just don't talk about it. Just pretend like it's not a thing. Yeah, yeah. So I have to go back. I have to go back in there, and I have to. And she's like, "Oh, did you like forget something?" And I can't tell if they saw my keys and knew I forgot them, or if they didn't. But I was just like, "Yeah, my car keys," and I like grabbed them. And my keys are like a big arrangement of things. I don't have one of those like, "Have you seen my big keychain?" like things from like that you see on TikTok, but I have a pretty good arrangement of things. So it makes a lot of noise when I pick it up. And then the other people, like, everybody's like, ah ha 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 ha. But I'm like, ah. So I go out to my car, I get in, and I'm like driving along. There's like this lady on the side of the road. Her car is like maybe broken down. And like this guy on a bike, because there's like a million people out biking today, even though it's raining. Don't know why. He was like helping her, but then he like went on his way. And then the person in front of me rolled down their window and was like, nice place to stop to this lady. I'm like, I don't think she chose that place. I think that was just where the car stopped. And like I might think that sometimes when like I see somebody and they're like parked in the literally most inconvenient spot, that thought might run through my head. I would never say that out loud because chances are they didn't do it on purpose. And so why would I say those words out loud? That is just like the little gremlin in my head being rude. Why would I let that little gremlin say anything out loud? She's not allowed to talk. Like, what? So, in my opinion, that's both of them. Right, right. Because like everybody has these like little like like sassy little comments. You keep them to yourself. Especially with like contextual logic cuz also it's raining. So not only is our car broken down on a corner, it's also raining. And that sucks. So then I keep driving and I'm going around this little. So we have an area in my town where there were multiple small roundabouts near each other. That's all I'll say because I don't want to get too specific. But they're, you have one lane going in and one lane coming out and the circle. We call them roundabouts. I don't know what else people call them. Um, yeah, right, exactly. And I was just like mortified. I was embarrassed, and it wasn't me that was yelling it. Like it wasn't from my car. So I was embarrassed. Um and so then I'm driving and then I go around one of them and I'm heading towards the other one. There's a car that's on the wrong side of the road in the other lane. Like thankfully it wasn't in my lane. It didn't stop me. But like there was like a wrong way driver and there's like a median in between the two lanes, so it's like a one-way road going this way and a one-way road going this way, leading between the two circles. Hello, King. Hello, welcome in. So so in between two roundabouts, there's each lane of traffic going, and there's like a median to lead to them. So like when you're like in the flow, it works. I don't even know how they could have possibly messed it up that badly. Because when you're in a roundabout, all of the like turns are angled. So you can really only take them if you're going in the correct direction, probably for this exact reason. And I'm just like, and then there was a person parked next to them with their window down. So they were talking like you see in neighborhoods sometimes where like a neighbor will catch one like leaving and coming in and they'll like stop and be like, haha, didn't you see like Jimmy's like baseball game or whatever, and then you pull up behind them and they're like, okay, gotta go, and then they keep going. Yeah, they were doing that but in the roundabout like area, and then there were cars like coming on from the other one. I'm like, what is happening? Like it. Yeah, right. Right. Like I feel like they really, and I'm almost wondering if the person was talking to them to like get them to stay there so that the police op, you can have your like opinion. We all have opinions on that, but I think they were trying to make sure that this person got ticketed because that's incredibly dangerous, obviously, and they could have hurt somebody. Thankfully, it didn't look like anybody was hurt at all. Like mostly an inconvenience. Um, but I was like, I guess I just shouldn't leave the house. Like, what is happening? It was crazy. And I was only gone for like 30 minutes. Like total. With the going to see my mom, going to the bank, all of it, all the driving, 30 minutes. And it was like all these things happened. Yeah, it could have gone very, very wrong. Thankfully, it's not a high speed area either. Like you hear about wrong way crashes on highways, and that's like really bad because you're going fast. Thankfully, this is an area where it's like a 20 technically because you're going from one roundabout to another. Because like I said, and actually I could tell you more about it in DMs or something to be more specific, but just because I don't want to say it out loud, but Hi, Tay. I almost asked you to watch stream, but then I realized I could look at it on my phone because I don't know if you heard all of that, but I left the house and hijinks ensued. Thankfully, not stream related. Thankfully, I was able to. Thank you, King. Thank you. I am happy that I'm alive too. I'm also, wouldn't it have been crazy if I like couldn't come back to stream? Like, what if I like got caught up in that? Like, what if there was like traffic and I was sitting there for like 2 hours? Like, what would I do? I mean, I can end it from my phone, I think. Yeah, I just I left it vague because I didn't want to announce that I was leaving stream. Yeah. I didn't want to announce that I was like leaving my house because I didn't want people to take that as an opportunity to be bratty. Um, and I was able to mod from my phone while I was gone, so which was also cool because I could listen to this playlist in the car, like because I had my phone plugged in to the thing. So I was like, I know that's a long meeting. I mean, it was only like 30 minutes, Ash. Like it actually wasn't that long. It just seemed long because I wasn't at my desk. I wasn't going like this in the blurred thing. Because apparently I'm very expressive when I'm in meetings, which is not surprising to me because I'm a very expressive person in general. You could say I'm extra. Oh God. Oh, and I actually have a meeting in 6 minutes, but this one should be fast, and I will actually be here for the whole time. Like I actually have a meeting. You'll see me. Okay, yeah, no, I can definitely show you. You use OBS, right? Because I can send you like the exact plugin that I downloaded. So, okay, yeah, I can send you the one that I use. But yes, I am going to start the new Pomo, and you know what? I'll even add it to the list. Send Tay blur info. Now I can't forget. It's on the list. Okay, we're gonna start the timer. Hopefully everybody had a good break and a good Pomo. The first, like the one where I was missing. I had a very productive one. Oh, that's how I feel when people are leaving. I hate change, so I really, really hate when coworkers come and go. Even if I like love them and get super attached, when they are new, I always am very nervous. I get nervous when a person in the building next to mine moves out because I'm like, who's gonna move in? Even though literally the only thing is that there'll be like a different car in the parking lot. That will affect me. And yet I am like, what am I gonna do? So I feel for your coworker. I would have cried. Plus, you're really cool. I think we'd be well, I mean, like we kind of are work besties, like all our little group, because streaming is sort of like all of our side thing. So no, you Tay, you're sweet. I know. And I have a meeting. 4 minutes now. It's at 3:30. Okay. Timer. 45, 15. Oh no. Can you trap it? I started it. It doesn't, I don't have it so it I don't even know if there is an auto mute. not sure. Anyway, I am going to mute though because I do have a meeting. So you'll see the screen again, but you will see my face being Bryn-like in the blur. But yes, I will be back shortly. That's true. That's true. I do get to do a variety of work though, because I'm only part-time on this design job. And I'm over my hours. Anyway, I'm muting so I can go to this meeting. I'm gonna be late. Love y'all. See you in like 15 to 30 minutes. Yeah, I have a little I just click the mic little speaker thing. I click that and it mutes it. Um and I can't use Mix It Up. Like can maybe, but I have to do a lot of stuff to try that out. And that computer is sad. I wish that they had it on Mac, honestly. But yes, thank you for letting me know that yours is through Mix It Up. I'm out of my meeting. I don't know if you. I mean, it kind of seems like that, doesn't it, sometimes? I'm just like I can't help it. I'm a very active listener. When I've seen this video on like it's like an Instagram reel or a TikTok or something where it's this like when you're talking to an active listener and they're sitting there like, yeah, yeah, oh my God, what? And I'm like, that's me. This video contains me and I don't like it. Yeah. Um, so yeah, that's how I feel. But now I'm out of my meeting so I can work with the mic on if I, you know, hang out. I was gonna just ask if there's too much Bon Iver on this playlist, and then I was like, Bryn, what? There could never be. Are you listening to yourself? So, thank you. Well, especially too, since when I went to the meeting, when I came back from my break, there was a Bon Iver song. Then, when I went into my meeting, there was one, and now there's one when I'm coming back from my meeting. So it's like every 30 minutes, there's at least one. So they have a lot of songs, and they all are like this really nice vibe. I saw them in concert once. Thankfully, so like as much as I think it would be fun to be on the like floor of a concert or like up at the stage or at a festival, I don't want to be that guy, but I really like to sit. I don't really like standing for that long. And I don't really like being that close to other people that I don't know. These might be unpopular opinions. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, like when I went to see Bon Iver, I was in like a chair. We were in like a stadium. I went to the TD Garden in Boston. I can share it because it's like Boston. It's like a big city. It's far from my house. It's fine. But yeah, it's like a stadium, so I had a seat. Um, that's really cute. Yeah, I feel like I'd only be okay with it if I went with like 20 people and they could just sort of surround me in like a I don't mind these people touching me type of circle. To be fair, Tay is really tall. Mm. I like sitting. I can also, when I was in school, so I don't know if your schools did this, but they would have us stand around for like science lessons. Like we would stand the whole time and then like stuff like that. And I would get very faint. I would really like not like that. It was very, um, like not good for my blood pressure, basically. Because I have typically low blood pressure. So, and it used to be worse when I was younger. So I would get very, very, very uncomfortable. And then I would get very anxious because I was uncomfortable. And then that would make me more uncomfortable and more faint. And then it would just, it made it really difficult. So I just tend not to. Or like any waiting in line, like I did Black Friday one year with my grandma when I was like 14. And obviously we had to wait in line and I just sat on the floor for a lot of it because I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand. Yeah, it's just like I feel like I want to really like seeing live music and I like hearing live music and being around live music and the idea of going, but in practice, it just makes me like my body doesn't like it. My brain likes it more than my body does. I don't know what I was doing on my thing. Yeah, that's fair. I thankfully have the excuse of being broke though right now, so I can't go anyway. I also one time saw the Front Bottoms. Have you heard of the Front Bottoms? That one I was on the floor for because it was like in a um like a bar basically. And I was like, people aren't gonna like mosh for the Front Bottoms. There's no way. They did. They did. So I did end up getting pushed a little bit further back, but I was still standing. That was in college. Yeah. They did have seats if I needed to sit, but thankfully at that time of my life I was doing okay with the fainting thing. Um, and I hadn't acquired chronic fatigue yet either, so yeah, yeah. That's why I like going to entertainment events. Like I love going to G Kids Fest or Ghibli Fest or whatever they call it, where they show Ghibli movies in the theater. That's like one of my favorite types of events to go to because I love the movies. I already know I do, and I have a seat, and I can eat and have a little drink and just have a grand old time. Okay, I just met with such and such person. I think we are all each other's kind of gal. That's why we're all married. Because you're my kind of gal. I actually really like doing this heart. Like, I don't know I don't know how it took me so long to get used to this one, but I really like it. It translates really well visually compared to this, which sort of just like it looks good from this side, but not this side. And this is the side that other people see, versus this looks good from both sides, you know? Yeah. Also, I won't forget about the thing for you, Tay, but I have to send this message first. I would too. Do y'all want to come over and go? Yes. I mean, I'm gonna try and do both things. I've been working on the other thing because I want to make it really cool. I could do it basic, but I want to make it better. And so I'm putting more work into it. So that's why it's taking longer than I expected because I also have been like really like overwhelmed. Um, but the blur thing will take me like 10 minutes. That's fine. But I want to make the other thing good. Yeah, basically I was saying that I really want to go to like a corn maze or a apple orchard this weekend, but I don't really have anybody to go with. So, do you want to come over? Both are near my house. I know where they are. I could take us. And I made an apple pie from scratch last year, with apples that I got from an apple orchard. I really wanted to make an apple crisp, but my ex wanted to make an apple pie, and so we did the apple pie. And if that's not a look into Bryn's relationships, I don't know what is. It'd be like that sometimes. I know, and easier, and easier. Like 10 million times easier. Like takes 30 minutes and not 4 hours easier. So, either way, I can make both. Whatever you want. Baking party. I would love that. Also, that would help heat my house because I will not be turning on my heater until like at least November. I refuse. And I'm broke. So you offer your amazing personality, Tay. That's enough. You are enough. You don't need to provide anything. I I mean I don't mind. Like also I feel like as fun and romantic as it seems to cook with people, it can be difficult because I also don't have a very big kitchen. I feel like unless you have like literally a chef's kitchen, and even then sometimes it can be hard to like cook with other people. So, um, yeah, right. So like we can have Brie cook us meals and keep us full of nutrients, and then I can make us sugary sweet things for fun. And then we can all cuddle in one of my many cuddly spots and watch movies. How's that sound? That would be great. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's a party. Also, hi Liz. Welcome in. I am so proud of all of us guys. Like, look at this list of things. It's scrolling. We've used it so much, it's scrolling. Also, I don't know if Joe's still here, but by Cosmos, what does she mean? Like the drink or like the stars? And that wasn't me pressuring you to do it. It was just me saying that I'm proud because like also I've been using it and I didn't use it as good as I wanted to last time. So I'm happy that we've been using it. Liz, that sounds incredibly productive. I support you 10,000%. I don't think anybody needs, I don't think filling your time at like for every minute is healthy or productive. Look, and it's break time. Liz, see, it's perfect timing. Yeah, exactly, Tay. That's what I'm getting at is that like floor time is productive because you're resting. And I always say you can't pour from an empty cup, meaning that if you run yourself down to the very end, if you burn your candle all the way down, there's nothing left to give. So you can do floor time. I'll even sort of join you. I do have to write this message, but I can go over to the thing. Look, we're gonna sit on the bed. It'll be break time, sort of, because I do want to keep like writing this message, but we're gonna have some time. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out back here for a little while. It's so cozy. We're just hanging out. It's like we're on FaceTime. Hello, hello. It's going well. I need to bring like I need to make this bigger somehow. Because it's so hard to read from there. Chat appearance. As big as possible. There you go. Okay. Yes, it is a cozy cuddle spot. Now I can read it. It's going well. Welcome in, Darius. Welcome back. How are you doing today? Yeah, I actually have really good vision. I have like 20/20 vision. My vision actually used to be better, like perfect vision. And then I got older. And so now it's just 20/20. And I know people who wear glasses are going to be like, just 20/20. Um, but like, I know. It's like, I swear glasses are such like uh, I don't want to say like scam because glasses aren't, but like being not able to see is a scam. Um, so I support you guys so totally. I actually really like wearing blue light glasses as a way of like protecting my eyes. I don't know how much it does, but I like when I need to use a lot of um screens. I like to do it. Oh, because that means you slept with your contacts. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Um, yeah, honestly, I'm so glad that I got this day bed in before I started streaming because it gives me such like a nice other place to chill because I can't sit in that chair all day. It will like make me very uncomfortable physically. Um, so yeah. And because I'm using a headset microphone, I can walk around and it doesn't matter. People are often like, "Oh, why do you have a Mac?" Because I'm a streamer now. Um, yeah, what matters? Oh, yeah, what matters? Oh, you guys are so cute. I can't. Yes, everybody come cuddle. It's cuddle time. Yeah, basically. Joe, hi, welcome back. Can you answer me a question? What did you mean by cosmos in your task? Yes, please. Everybody, there's so much room. Because it's a day bed, it's like the size of a twin size bed, but it has like a back, so it's like also a couch. So it's like an extra wide couch. So also we could spoon if you wanted. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tay. Everybody say thank you, Tay. Oh my gosh, yes. 100%. I should have like a way of putting people up on the screen for cuddles. Also, do you guys, I'm sure that I've said it on screen because, or on stream, because I talk about it all the time, but I basically want to make this bed like a forest floor vibe. So like have like a brown like main blanket, but then on top have like multiple like green blankets and like different textured pillows that are like green as like moss sort of, and like a brown body pillow as like a log almost. And then also I have like these animals, like this one's a deer. And then I also my mom got me a squirrel and a bunny and some stuff like that. So basically, the idea is that this would be like all woodlandy as the background. And I think it would still fit the vibes. Like I'd probably still keep this blanket. Like I would still have my thing, but like this would be going on back here. And I think that it would be really cool. So I just we just need fingers crossed I get fully hired full time at my job. Because then I could pay for it after I pay my mom back like a bunch of money. So I think that's a great idea. Thank you, Joe. That's sweet. Thank you for fingers crossed. I'm very hopeful. Thank you. Yeah, we're just chilling, honestly. And what I love too is like the to-do list covers up my door because there's a door right here and it's not a cute view. And so I always try and crop my camera. Like that's why my camera's always cropped in a certain way and not full screen because I hate showing the door. And it's not because there's anything on the other side. It's just not pretty. It's just ugly in my opinion. So I like that the to-do list covers it. So you only get to see the cute stuff. Again, best compliment. Ashley's gotten that compliment before and said that it was the best compliment that she's ever gotten, and I agree. I agree. 100% best compliment. I can't spell this person's name for the life of me. Oh yeah, I love Hosier. Honestly, I'm surprised there hasn't been more on this list, but I think maybe because his music is like a little bit more gritty and the other stuff is more like echoey. I know that those are weird words to use, but I feel like you get what I mean. That Spotify is like shuffling and like these aren't coming up because they're just a little bit of a different beats per minute kind of vibe. Um, Also, Liz, W for the Sonic for sure. Um, that's awesome. Also, like, how freaking long did it take them to fix it? Because isn't Sonic's whole thing their drinks? That seems like a ridiculously long time. I wonder if they're having that same problem that McDonald's had, where like only certain people could service the machines, so it would take a long time to do it. But McDonald's won their case against that, which is why they don't really have any excuse to not have their McFlurry machine working anymore. However, my McDonald's never mixes the McFlurry. They literally just put the ice cream in, put the spoon in, and then like squirt the topping in the top of it. I have to manually mix it, and honestly, usually I add more Oreo. Yeah, they don't mix it at all, which is crazy because the machine literally, you don't even have to like do anything. You just put it in the machine and it'll mix it for you. Oh, yeah, if it was like a whole replacement. Oh no, why did it do that? I have to get up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this over with me. Oop. Let's like not break everything and let's turn on studio mode so I don't accidentally change my scene. Okay. Okay. This is a trackpad